What's up, guys? So I'm here at my theater and I want to show you this very cool our theater, courtesy of me seeing it IMAX and AMC. Got our own Justice League comic books. 3 of us are here, so we got 3. Really cool. Put them in the car because there's just no room to just hold in the theater with such crowds. So this is a really big night. I got my Justice League shirt on, ready to go inside, see it in IMAX, of course. It's actually a really cool shot to be recording here. I barely have any memory on my phone, but just to wrap it up, this is a huge night, whatever critics say, guys. I'm here to enjoy. This is Justice League. I'm super pumped. Let's do this. Starting off this review, I want to say I absolutely get both sides' opinions. I can see why the critics had an issue with the film, but I can also see why the fans love the film. There is so much to discuss in this film, which I'll get into spoilers, but real quick, I'll tackle the non-spoiler elements. Let's tackle the IMAX real quick. If you're planning to see this film, see it in IMAX. It looks great in IMAX and was shot for such a screen. I highly recommend it for the best picture and sound. So let's touch on all the characters. First off, Batman. I very much am a fan of Ben Affleck as an actor. I love him in films like Gone Girl and Chasing Amy. I still find him to be my favorite Batman. He was fantastic in Batman v Superman, I think. In this film, Ben doesn't shine as much as he did in BVS, but he's still a great Batman. However, in the film, he very much was a Nick Fury. Now, that's not a bad thing, but his main purpose in the film seemed only to bring the heroes together and then fight because he's Batman and this is Justice League. His guilt of Superman's death is what drives him in the film, and it shows, but he just wasn't as compelling as he was in BVS. As Batman, he's fun, of course. He's Batman. But as Bruce Wayne, he's just fine. Okay, next we got Wonder Woman. The character of Wonder Woman really took off in her own film earlier this year, and with how kind, caring, and badass she is, it's not hard to see why. She's very much the Diana you fell in love with and never loses that in the film. You'll love her as much as you did in Wonder Woman. She's probably the best member of the team. Now, with Aquaman, I have to say, they made Aquaman awesome in this film. He's very badass throughout and overall fun. I really want to see his solo film. You really only get a quick explanation of where he comes from and why he is the way he is, but he's enjoyable throughout. Now, Cyborg. So many people had a problem with Cyborg's CG look, and I understand. However, his look really didn't bother me while watching. I was never taken out of the film by him, and I feel he looks his best in the beginning when he's in his hoodie. I like the character a lot. He and Flash have great chemistry, and I can't wait to see more of him. Though I'm not convinced we need a solo film just yet. Okay, it's time for the Flash. Ezra Miller's Flash is easily one of the highlights. He stole the scenes he was in. I love Barry Allen. I'm glad he turned out great. Flash is my second favorite DC character, so a lot was riding on this for me and my friend, who also loves the Flash. I'm most looking forward to his film. Okay, now Superman. My favorite parts of the film involved Superman, but we needed more of him. How he comes back was interesting, but it didn't really play out how I thought it would. And you may be thinking that's good since I didn't see it coming, but I feel like the way I thought it was gonna go down was better. I'll touch on it more in spoilers, but I love Superman. He's my favorite part of the DCEU, and a scene he shares with a loved one brought tears to my eyes for personal reasons. And then we got Alfred, which Jeremy Irons, woo! But seriously, Alfred was a very small part in this film, and he only helps Batman. He never really says anything that sways Batman's way of thinking, but I still love the casting, and the two play off each other very well. It's very good chemistry. As far as Lois Lane, Lois was used for a key scene, which I'll touch on in spoilers, but she's really only there for that scene. Otherwise, she's just sad about Clark, which is understandable. I love the Clark and Lois dynamic, but there just wasn't much of it. Now, Steppenwolf, he is a weak villain, probably the weakest part about the film. His CG wasn't great, he is bad because he is, and we need someone to fight. I'm fine with it though, because Marvel focuses on its heroes over villains, and we connect with them more that way because we spend more time with them. I just hope we can get better villains when they show up, like a Darkseid or a Reverse Flash. Fingers crossed. Commissioner Gordon! J.K. Simmons is great casting. He did not contribute anything to this film. It's really just so you can see Gordon is still around. Hopefully he shines more in the Batman film coming, Okay, so, Mara. Okay, so Mara. You all excited for Mara? Ready to see her kick ass? Too bad. She gets maybe a couple shots at Steppenwolf, maybe, then has one scene with Aquaman. Then she's gone. Completely. Please God, give her an extended edition to shine in. She's not bad. She's not bad, just not really needed except to get a piece of plot moving to its destination. Hope to see her more in Aquaman. As far as story goes, it is lacking. Bad guy coming? Unite the League! That's the gist. The way the film was shot, especially in the opening, was beautiful. It felt like Zack Snyder's imagery, which is always beautiful. The CG is a hit and miss. I'll say the best stuff was the Flash, the worst being the end battle, and Parademon Blood. I think I'd have been fine to push back the film to like March and fix/finish the visual effects. Lastly, the score. Danny Elfman is great with music. I listened to the first half of the soundtrack online and loved it. And while watching the film, hearing the opening music, I loved it. But after time, it fell out of my mind. Nothing stood out. I'm sure it stands out on its own if I listen to it online, but it's drowned out by the film or forgettable at times. So the music works on its own, but not really in the film. I wish there was a standout score for the League like there is for the Avengers, the X-Men, or Superman and Wonder Woman in the DCEU. Their themes very much stand out and are memorable, but I really didn't get anything memorable from Justice League. But that Everybody Knows song was pretty great. Overall, if I'm rating this out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it 2.15 out of 5 stars, which is 4.3 out of 10, aka 43% on Rotten Tomatoes. I know everyone's against Rotten Tomatoes right now, and I'm very much with you, but the score just fits really well, unfortunately. This is a bummer, man. I wanted to love this film, and I had a great time watching it, and if friends want to make plans to see it, I'll go again, but I won't consciously go out and pay to see it again on my own. I'd say definitely go see it, you'll have fun, but know what you're seeing. Now I'm going to rank this film out of the 5 DCEU films, but real quick, there are so many shots either altered or straight up missing. I know everyone's sick of it, but I think Justice League needs an extended edition. The film did in fact feel empty in places. My literal thought while the credits rolled were, cool, but that's it? Not for the ranking. It's better than Suicide Squad, which is at the bottom, but not as good as Man of Steel or Wonder Woman. I'd probably put Man of Steel at number 1 and Wonder Woman at number 2. The tricky thing is BVS. I've only seen the theatrical cut once opening night and only ever watched the Ultimate Edition since. I must have seen that 5 or 6 times. It depends on the mood you're in, really. If you want cool and fun stuff, watch Justice League. If you want something more serious, watch BVS. That said, I'm going to put BVS Ultimate Edition above Justice League, but Justice League above BVS theatrical cut. But that's just me personally. There are things I really loved in this film. See spoilers for more on that. But in the end, I just got flooded with the things wrong about it. I came home, thought about it, and just negative after negative started hitting me. I'm so happy if you love this film. If it's one of your favorite movies, fantastic. Enjoy. I did enjoy it. It just could have been better for me. Okay guys, so now we're going to head into the spoilers section. So if you're leaving because of spoilers, hope you have a great day. May the force be with you, always.